Okay, so today I will be talking about the machine, the Terminator. And this is what we all are scared of at the moment. Lots of noise on the internet, some good, mostly bad. That's how evil this machine is, eats up all our budget, wastes our money, doesn't give us all the results, and so on. Well, you need to test it yourself. Don't listen to anyone else. Don't listen to me. You've got to do this for yourself and see whether it works for you or not, whether the machine or the algorithm or the bot, whatever you want to call it, is clever than us, the humans. It's getting better and better day by day. And I think it will be a pretty exciting next 6 months or so, how Google Ads evolves. Lots of new stuff coming out, and we want to just make our campaigns work better for us and for our clients. So what I've done is I have taken some screenshots from some of our campaigns to show you some results, and then you can make up your own mind whether it is worth running smart campaigns or not, or you're good the way you are and running the campaigns manually. But until you don't try it, you don't know what's going to happen. And I was of the same opinion about until 6 months ago, that machine cannot beat a human, and we know what we are doing. We know how to bid, which keywords to go after, how to organize the campaigns. But let's see what we get. So before we go into the results, let's have a very quick recap. The manual campaign is where you bid yourself. You have total control on your keywords, ads, campaign settings, and obviously bids. Then we've got four main types of automated or smart campaigns. One is the target CPA, where you put in that cost per acquisition in your campaign setting, and Google will try and get that acquisition for you. Now, that acquisition could be whatever that conversion is. It could be a sign up, it could be a lead form submit, it could be a call, it could be someone landing on a very specific page on your website. So it really depends on what you have set it up. Now, with every smart campaign, you must, absolute must, 100% set up your conversion tracking, because without conversion tracking, this will never work. And this is why most of these campaigns don't work, is because the people who are running the campaigns haven't set these up the right way. The next one, the target ROAS, so return on ad spend. So how much you want the return to be on every dollar or pound or whichever currency you are spending. So you can put up 300%, 400, 500%, whatever. So every time, what this means is you give $1 to Google and Google gives you back 4 in return, then you've got a positive ROAS of 400%. Max conversions or maximize conversions is where Google will try and get you the maximum number of conversions. Maximize conversion value is the amount of value. So these two are, or in fact, these three could be for e-commerce. They work really well. So it really depends on what you are after, what your clients' goals are, and what they want. So quite often you want to get the best bang for your buck, then you go after the maximize conversion value. So Google will try and go after all the high rollers or the high spenders who it knows that they spend more on average than the other audiences. And the enhanced CPC, which works in conjunction with the manual bidding, and Google will bid up or bid down depending on how likelihood of that conversion. is going to happen. So in all these 4 smart campaigns, you don't need to worry about bidding. Google will do all the hard work and is going to bid accordingly. Obviously, you can control the budget yourself. So let's start with the first. Now, you may not be able to read it very well, and unfortunately, I can't zoom in, but I'll read them out for you and see what it is. So over here, we've got 2 campaigns running. One is the target CPA and one is the CPC enhanced, right? The bid strategy, as you can see over here. And now we've got the impressions, and both of these have got a fair amount of traffic to the campaigns. 463 clicks versus 313. CTR is 8.74, 626. The CPC over here on the target CPA is $18.34 compared to $4.68 on the enhanced. And we've tried to do a bit of experiment to see what happens with a low bid, whether we get any traffic or not, because we are getting a fair amount of clicks at this $18 range. Now, whether it is expensive or not, I'm not going to go into that debate, because if it is working well for the client and we are able to scale the campaigns, then there's no point in trying to reduce the CPC and cut the campaign impressions, clicks, and the conversions down. So we've spent about $8,500 on the target CPA campaign and about $1,500 over here. So what this shows us is that we are getting traffic because the impressions are pretty much the same. There's a fewer clicks, but the CPC click-through rate is okay. It's a little bit less on here, but there's a huge difference in the average cost, right? Is a quarter of what we are bidding over there. So why should we run an expensive campaign? Because what I see is straight away somebody is going to go in there and shut off this campaign because, oh, it's too expensive. They only look at this cost per click, but you need to look at the whole picture and not just one number.